There you go, yep. Yeah, that one looks a little different. Good.
No, that's twice okay. I gotta go put on these. Yeah, I do.
There it is.
Good. Okay. Exit out of here. There's two watches. I already got that one. I got that one. And that, I could use that for like instant replay if I need to look and do stats. So I just have that up.
You have Facebook open yet?
Facebook is. Oh, but the link has been shared.
Yeah, should we put any description around it, like who they're playing or anything? Or I can edit it if you want.
The video is just called like
I can do it, thank you. Or do you want to do it? Just say like... Good to go, man.
one's good. It highlights it did its job. How'd you get down here?
Thank you. Okay, so Steve, I see a couple things. Mason, are our mics on or off?
Yeah, could you turn them off?
Mute them for a little bit.
For the enjoyment and respect of all attendants, your cooperation in demonstrating the high ideals of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated. And now, to honor America and those defending our freedom, if you are able, please stand, remove your hat, place your hand over your heart, and enjoy the play of our national anthem. We thank you for observing social distancing and making every effort to keep our players healthy and in sport. We will be putting 10 minutes on the scoreboard at the end of the contest and are asking that everyone please exit before those times is zero. This will help
Yes, I'm
our
gonna have to really cook on this one. Maybe even during the lineups?
Or immediately after.
You think immediately
It's
after?
quiet, maybe. People be locked in too, right?
Okay.
That's your call.
Yeah. I don't know. I think we're not. They said our mics are off, correct?
And now, the starting lineup for the 11th St. Ambrose Ladies Conference. Number 1, Maria Fly. C. Number 2, Claire Draper. Sophomore, number 5, Bethany Smith. Freshman, number 8, Patty Wall. Sophomore, number 9, Abby Rose. Sophomore, number 13, Kimberly Paul. Sophomore, number 17, Perry Light. And now the starting lineup for your MCDS Lady Privilege. Number 1, Ella Queen.
Oh, I got a light on
Sophomore, number 2, Ella Quigley. C, number 7, Trinity Scott. Freshman, number 9, Sophia Kim. Freshman, number 21, team and impress society. Fans and players, if you are comfortable, please meet at center court for prayer.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for bringing us all here safely. Thank you for the chance to play volleyball tonight. Lord, we know this has been a tough week for the Madison country and community. We pray that tonight can be part of the healing process. We thank you that in your word says that the Lord is closer to the brokenhearted. We need more than ever to feel your goodness tonight. Lord, we need you to sustain our brothers and sisters in the country today. In the hard moments. We pray for strength for Camp's family and friends. We pray that you instill supernatural hope that only you can give. Watch over us tonight and watch over the rest of the country days and the days that lie ahead. Thank you that you are a powerful God and that we can put our trust in you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
And welcome all to the ALCS St. Ambrose broadcast of tonight's game against the Challengers, who are playing the Madison Country Day School Lady Prairie Hawks tonight. And as you've just probably been aware of in this time, as you're joining us in this broadcast, they're dedicating the following broadcast to number 24 of the Prairie Hawks, Cameron Thomas. Cameron was number 24 on the team and had recently passed away due to some unfortunate health circumstances. We all mourn the loss of this dear friend and teammate. Cameron will always be remembered for her spirited personality and ability to make a positive impact on others. Our thoughts and prayers are with the whole community during this difficult time. Well, again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to beautiful South Central Wisconsin for your Abundant Life St. Ambrose Girls Volleyball game, live at Haugen Hall at ALCS. I'm Jim Smith, and with me in the booth is Statly Steve Stern. We have a great matchup for you tonight as the Abundant Life St. Ambrose Lady Challengers take on the Madison Country Day Prairie Hawks. So, Steve, here we go, last home game of the season.
Yeah, here we go, Jim. Again, just our thoughts and prayers go out to Madison Country Day, though. It's such a tough and challenging time for them. And we're with you, Madison Country Day. We have our thoughts, prayers, and our love.
Speaking of Madison Country Day, we have number 7, Ella Winnie, to serve. Just a little bit short there on her serve, but a nice showing there for MCDS. We have senior of senior night fame, Claire Kramer, Air Claire as they call her, Steve. Nice serve over, a good dig by MCDS. Set up by Equam over the Claire. Great hit over, and not quite to the net there. Point Challengers.
Good start for the Challengers. We came in on a 2-game win streak, Jim. Playing well.
2-0 currently. Air Claire again with a nice serve. Set up by MCDS. And a big pop over there by the Prairie Hawks. Received by Maria. Set up by Claire and over. Nice footwork here by Country Day. Claire getting it set up. Ooh. And one of the only net errors that we see from Little Q there, number 8, Abby Quam. Point MCDS. It's number 9 back for service for MCDS. Good serve. Received well by Smith. Hit, and it is called in. Abby Rose to the service line. Coach Mast had said that she is changing up the lineup just a little bit. Oh, a little too much power there, but that's all right. Abby Rose recently turned 16 as of today, actually. It's her 16th birthday.
Happy birthday, Abby.
to her for that. Back to MCDS. A nice serve by number 8 on the Prairie Hawks. And a good hit down there by
EQ, equalizer.
The equalizer,
Emily
number
Quam.
13, coming in the hit. Speaking of Quams, we have little Q up the service line here. Maria, the libero, going out for Mary Lyons. Merrill, as they call her on this team, at the middle blocker position.
Everybody's got a nickname on this team, Jim.
Nice setup by Smith. And over by Mary. That's her first kill here as a member of the varsity team.
Nice job, Mary.
Very good. And we like to call they like that move called the swiper. Little Q there, great hit over. Oh, they tried not. MCDS couldn't quite scramble to get that one. 6-2 challengers. Little Q, little Killa as I like to call her. Number 8, here she goes. And there's ace for their little Killa. She's creeping up on sister, I believe, Steve.
Yeah, she came in with 22 service aces coming into this game.
Call
She's leading the pack in kills, though, so your nickname, while controversial, applies. So.
There you go. Good. Another serve there by Lil Q. And a good receive and push over by MCDS. Bethany Smith with a kill. The cheeky one. Cheeky boy, number 5, Bethany Smith, with that nice kill there.
Nothing cheeky about that. That was
No,
well hit,
that
well
was
placed, point.
Straight up kill right there.
For the record, I still don't know what cheeky means, Jim, so.
Maybe we'll find out at the end here. Nice, solid serve by Lil Q. Good receive by MCDS. Here we go, a setup and a hit over by Merrill. Nice by MCDS, a good push over there. Rose to Kramer, and a hit over by Quam. Good, solid, nice, and Merrill getting a hit over there. MCDS responding with great volleys here. Ooh, great hit over by Emily Quam, but MCDS says, no way, we're taking this back to you. Oh, a nice tip over by Claire Kramer. Air Claire with that kill. Hard 1 point there.
Nice point for the challengers, but tip your cap to MCDS. That was some scrappy play. Girls getting on the floor, digging it out.
Excellent volleys, good passing to each other.
Great work by both teams.
Nice serve over by Lil Q, received by MCDS, and now planted in that back corner by LQ. 10-2 challengers. Timeout called by MCDS. Well, Steve,
Jim?
I bet you would like to support your challengers someday with some swag.
You know, Jim, I knew it was only a matter of time. I fully support the challengers, and I expect a whole closet full of swag going into the next season.
Well, Steve, if you and or anybody else wants to support your team at the game or during the week, check out the official Challenger store for all your athletic wear needs. For more information, visit alcs.us/athletics.
Can never go wrong with some challenger swag, though, Jim.
I agree, and who knows? The night is young. Maybe you might get one.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's a broadcasting tease if I ever heard one.
And maybe we'll have break out the shirt cannon here pretty soon.
Stay tuned, Challenger Nation. Something's brewing here. I like the shirt cannon idea.
We'll see if that's in the budget.
I would gladly do that. That's a childhood dream of mine.
We'll have to talk about your dreams and aspirations later. So here we go. MCDS, nice receive from that Abby Quam hit. Oh, and slight. Oh, couldn't quite pop it up there on MCDS's side. Point challengers. Abby Quam still gunning away here. 11-2. A solid serve. We're gonna call that another ace for the pile.
Challengers look sharp tonight.
They
They've
do.
been very accurate, hitting it very cleanly.
Little Q, great And good receive by MCDS. Prairie Hawks, oh, a little miscommunication there by MCDS. 13-2 Challengers. The visiting cheering section is definitely wanting to get a couple cheers out here for MCDS. Great scrap together on that play by MCDS. And a hit over inbounds by the equalizer. 14-2 Challengers.
Emily Quam coming into this match, second on the team in attack, kills 75, right behind her younger sister Abby with 108, leading the conference.
Wow, leading the conference. Amazing. MCDS wanted to get some amazing things here and had some good communication, good passes, but it wasn't quite squared up to the net. Out of bounds it goes. 15-2 Challengers. LQ at the net. Wanted to get that net, that little tape serve, but a little too slight there.
A little too cheeky.
Must be related, I guess. 3-15. We have number 27 back to service for MCDS. Nice serve. Oh, and a little too much power there, I believe, by Merrill. Miss Swiper. Point MCDS, 4-15. Nice form there. Good serve over. Received by Quam. Set up by Kramer. And a small, just a net bobble there. And point Challengers, 16-4.
It's a technical volleyball term. The net bobbler.
That's me.
Stir him up.
Stir him up. Here she goes. Caitlin Sturm with a great short serve there. Received well by MCDS. Oh, and they get that with a small pop down at the net there. Couldn't quite be answered there by the middle for ALCS. 5-16. We have number 2 for the service there. A little short there. Point Challengers, 17-5.
Watch out. Everyone take cover.
The equalizer is up to serve, and it is a power serve. Received well by MCDS. Prairie Hawks up, and I believe a call for 2 hits. Yep, 2 hits on that set by the Prairie Hawks. 18-5. See what the equalizers has in her bag of tricks here. Oh my, she wanted that tape serve a little too much. Service error, Quam. 6-18 Prairie Hawks. Nice swing there by number 1 for MCDS. Right at the net there. Just a little bit of a dump. 19-6 Challengers.
File driver.
The file driver coming up. Number 1, Maria in service position. Maria sending it nice in the middle. Received well by Prairie Hawks. Ooh, and wanted to get just a little bit on that, but a little too less there for Prairie Hawks. 20-6. Challengers. File ready for another good serve here. Received by Prairie Hawks. Set up, and number 8 trying to get there, but just a little off kilter. 21-6. Timeout call by Prairie Hawks. So Steve, we are getting towards the end of things here for the actual schedule for volleyball. But if people want to check out the game of the week, they can find out the matchups and see the live broadcast or the recorded one. Follow the Challenger Athletics Facebook page and never miss a moment at facebook.com/ALCS Challenger Athletics. Steve, what are we looking at so far here?
I think we're looking at a really sharp Challenger team tonight. They came in very focused. We've seen very few errors, a couple service errors as of late, but for the most part, communication's been good, passing's been good, hitting's been good, accurate. And we've seen Madison Country Day getting on the floor, winning the award of the night for floor burns, but just a little bit more errors on their side of the net than our challengers. So good to see. Good focus.
And I have to say, seeing them earlier in the year, they have just definitely progressed in their passing game.
Agreed.
Nice serve over by File, received by Prairie Hawks, and a nice hit by number 9. 2 hits over on ALCS's side called. Prairie Hawks ball, 7-21, number 7, back to serve, Ella Winnie, the middle hitter. At 5'10", a good hit over there by her, received by challengers. Back by Prairie Hawks, and there you go, a nice bump over there by number 9. Kramer to File, received by Prairie Hawks, and oh yeah, a good hit over by MCDS, set up by Caitlin. Prairie Hawks are ready. Oh, and a nice good dig by 13. Here we go in the back row. Set up. Oh, and a push over by MCDS. And Kramer with a hit back over. Again, received by MCDS. Pushing it back over to ALCS. And the challengers to Abby Quam. Oh, but there they go again. Prairie Hawks keeping this ball alive, wanting this volley bad. Good setup here, and 9, another good hit over. Maria, ALCS scrambling for that one. Prairie Hawks with a hard-fought volley, 8-21.
Great point for Madison Country Day. Awesome to see.
Yes. Ooh, good serve, very small serve, but very good. Getting ALCS up to the net. Good send over by Prairie Hawks. Caitlin sending it for a nice setup, but no kill for LQ. Sent back over by the Prairie Hawks. Oh, at the net. Quite a nice hit, but no dice for Abby Quam. And just a little communication error there by the Prairie Hawks. Point challengers. 22-8. Sturm coming out. And number 5, Bethany Smith, going in. Nice hit over by Claire Kramer. We're going to call that a point for challengers. A little confusion there at the net there by the Prairie Hawks. 23-8.
Good to see Claire back. We missed her for a couple games recently.
Air Claire sending a nice one, the mid-court. Oh, and right at the net there, Abby Quam. Just that block there, little Q. She's pretty versatile.
Yeah.
Blocks, kills.
We talk about her leading in kills, but she's leading in blocks too.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Nice hit over by Air Claire. We're going to call that an ace for her. And that is game point, or set point. All right, Challenger Nation. This is your team. Get on your feet at home. Good stuff here so far in this first set, huh, Steve?
Yeah, great set. Good to see them come out focused. Just really good all-around team play in that first set. Nice to see.
Yes.
You know, Jim, I wanted to comment a little bit on Maria. You know, we talk so much about her defense, and rightfully so.
Yeah.
We've been throwing some of those Statly Steve stats out there, but Maria also leading the team in defensive returns, no surprise, but also leading the conference in that category too. So
really
having a phenomenal year on the defensive side, but also on her service, she's hitting at 96% accuracy, which is incredible. 96%. So just such a solid player.
Wow.
And good to see her in action tonight. The file driver, as we like to call her in the booth here.
And she has been doing just that tonight. Well, we would be remiss if we didn't tell you all at home that we are privileged in America to have the freedoms that we do, including watching this wonderful competition tonight. And we would not have these if not for the brave and selfless action of men and women across the world. At this time, we proudly recognize and thank all of those who have served and are serving our country. Thank you for your sacrifice and service. So, Steve, I totally agree. I was looking a little bit at the stats list, too, and there are at least 3 of our lady challengers that are at the top of the list, whether it is kills, whether it is blocks, defensive reception. It's just been phenomenal.
Yeah, we got a lot of stat stuffers on this team for sure, Jim. We got Abby leading the conference in kills. Caitlin Sturm rolls up to 5th in the conference in assists with some of that extended action she had with Claire out. So
yeah,
we got Emily Quam leading the conference in service aces, followed by Emma Mankey at number 2 in service aces. So yeah, we definitely seen some great play. And then I talked about Maria over at the time out there. Maria leading the conference in defensive returns and digs. So some great play by our lady challengers for sure.
Amazing. Well, those at home, we are just so glad that you are joining us tonight. If you have any comments, please leave it on the Facebook Live page. We'd love to hear your comments on the game, on our announcing, on whatever you have to say that is just encouraging during this time. Because these lady challengers are doing an awesome job. And again, I have to say, Steve, Madison Country Day is coming to play tonight. And that's just amazing and wonderful to see, especially during their time of mourning.
They are, certainly. And again, we talked about this in the pregame. Our hearts go out, our thoughts, our prayers to the entire Madison Country Day community. We're with you, praying for you, and so glad to be with you tonight.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Set number 2. ALCS currently leading 1-0 against the Prairie Hawks. Ooh, a nice attempt at that tip over by the Prairie Hawks. Point challengers.
You know, little Q has such great length. I don't even think she jumped much on that block. That was just great positioning.
She just swatted it.
She swatted.
Nice serve over by Kramer, Air Claire. Pushed back over, received by Smith. Over to Kramer, and a nice hit over by Smith. Received well by Prairie Hawks, but a nice block there by Little Q, I believe. 2-0 challengers. Kramer still serving. Ooh, and a little short there by Air Claire. Well, net serve back to MCDS, number 2, back to service line for the Prairie Hawks. Nice serve there, right at the line there, but received well by B. Smith. A good dig and pushed back over. Quam receiving, set up by Kramer. A little too short there by A. Rose for that kill, for that hit. Point MCDS 2-2, tied up. Nice serve over, received well by Smith and pushed over by Rose. MCDS getting ready for a hit over. A nice hit into the back row, received by Quam. Set up by Kramer and hit over by A. Rose. Couldn't quite be received there by MCDS.
Abby Rose bringing the thunder on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Wind up and delivered. Nicely done.
They got the thorn on that Rose.
They did.
Rose hit. Speaking of Rose, to the service line she goes. And a nice serve over by Miss Rose. And received over by Kramer. Hit over by Emily Quam. Oh, and they couldn't quite get it there. It was a little too far pushed over by Prairie Hawks. And here we go, another serve over by Rose. A great short
placement.
Serve there. Here we go, and at the net. A block by Little Q and Cheeky Boy. Point Challengers 5-2. Nice, strong serve. A missile by the Thorn, Abby Rose. Couldn't be received by MCDS. Point Challengers. She has a nice run going here, Steve.
I would dare say her serves are poison to the other team.
Black Rose. Here it goes, and and it was so close to being on the line, but just a little too far. A very pungent serve there. Nice job. 3-6.
It was about the time when my wife would say, cut it out, cut it out.
Well, just make sure you cut it at an angle and put it in water right away. And nice serve over there by MC. A great dig by Maria. Put over there by Bethany, and back to Maria it goes. Here we go. MCDS getting ready and set. And too much, but great play by MCDS. It just went out of bounds on that one.
Yeah, strong hit. Walked the tightrope there, just a little bit out.
MCDS 7-3. Here we go. Little Q for service coming down, and here's her ace right here. I think there's a little confusion, maybe some communication error going on there, MCDS. But an ace for Little Killa, 8-3. Here she goes again, and a setup by MCDS, and pushing over, received by Little Q, over by Kramer, and a hit by Smith. Received, and MCDS pushing it back over. Here we go, a nice setup by Smith, and a hit by Merrill there, number 17. Couldn't quite get that one. Point MCDS 4-8.
Good to see Mary out there, though.
Yeah.
Welcome to Varsity, Mary. Great to have you playing with us.
Excellent. A little let serve there on MCDS. Getting her form down, and there it is. Nice by them. Set up by Kramer, and a hit over by Emily Quam. Getting ready. Hit over by MCDS. A big hit, and a small tap over by Quam. Received by MCDS. Here we go. Set up by Smith, and Mary. Set up. And at the net. Wow. MCDS nicely played by the Prairie Hawks at the net. Had a couple push back and forth between Mary Lyons and Bethany Smith. Nice serve over there by MCDS. Here we go, getting ready, set up, and Maria sending it home into the back row. MCDS receiving, pushing it back over. Kramer for a setup, and Bethany getting it back over. Kramer with a hit over. MCDS getting ready, setting far over. It looks like a two-touch probably. Yep, those pushes over are really tricky. The officials definitely are looking for that second touch. You really have to have your set just solid and popping it. Caitlin Sturm, the service line. ALCS. Nice serve by Sturm. Here we go. And a nice hit over by MCDS. Received well by Maria. Set up by Sturm. And a great hit over by number 13, the equalizer.
EQ.
EQ in the house.
Stir him up, Cater. Let's go.
Cater getting the Sturm.
Little family secret there. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully it's okay to let out of the bag. Cater. Nice serve. Oh, a great solid hit by 9 on MCDS, but too far out. 11-5.
Yeah, Sophia Kim for MCDS. Really a lot of power on that one. That was
I'd
fun
say.
to watch.
Stirring them up with another serve there. Good job for number 3. Oh, good dig by Caitlin. And a nice send over by Claire Kramer. That's a kill for her. 12-5. Challengers. Cater, number 3. Sturm sending the serve. Nice serve by Sturm. Received well by MCDS. Getting ready, and a push over by the Prairie Hawks. Set up by Sturm. A hit over by Quam. getting ready. MCDS and sending it back over to Quam. Ooh, a small pushover by Sturm to Claire Kramer. And a nice hit by Claire. Received by MCDS. And the Prairie Hawks, again, number 9, hitting it. Maria getting into the dig. Sending it back over. Mary Lyons with a hit over. 4 touches, I believe. Okay, we're calling. I believe there was a little bit of a disagreement here on the call. Friendly, of course. I think we're doing a timeout here called by MCDS.
I think MCDS was looking for a two hit there on the Challengers, but didn't get it.
Yeah. Well, Steve, did you happen to know that the Challengers, as well as succeeding tonight in all of their push forward here in the second set, do you know they also succeed in the classroom?
Well, they're a great group of girls, and I would not be surprised, Jim.
Having a GPA average of 3.0, Challenger athletics are committed to excellence both on and off the court. Find out more about Challenger academics at alcs.us/athletics.
Great group of girls, great schools that were supporting and representing here. Abundant Life Christian School, St. Ambrose Academy, just a great group of girls and a great community supporting them.
Indeed. Speaking of a great lady here, we have Caitlin Sturm, number 3, with a great serve. Oh, and Mary seeing that push over at the net and saying no dice and kill. in the kindest way possible. Point Challengers 14-5. Sturm to serve. A nice small serve over and received well by MCDS and pushed over again for another kill by number 17, swiper Mary Lyons. Great serve over by Sturm, received in the middle, and wanted to do a push over there on number 7, MCDS. Didn't quite have that one. Sturm still in service, 16-5. Great serve by Sturm. There you go. And a good setup by MCDS and a pushover. Sturm says, I'm no pushover, gives it to Rose, and a great hit over by great job by I hope there's a replay on that one.
That was
Steve.
Phenomenal effort. Oh,
Claire
man, awesome.
digging it from the floor, flat out, and then having to turn back around on her knee to get it hit again.
Awesome effort, Claire. Nicely done.
Great serve by MCDS. Dug by File. Pushed over by, Miss Killa, the sequel. Mary Lyons. Very good for her. Emily Quam, the equalizer, at the service line. Oh, a nice solid missile there by Quam. And a hit over by MCDS. And great placement by them.
Yeah, it was a wonderful attack there by the Prairie Hawks.
Point, Prairie Hawks, 7-17.
You know, we saw Madison Country Day earlier in the year. We talk about our own girls, but you can just see the growth and the development and the progress from that first meeting for this team too.
Yes, excellent.
Playing together much more closely.
Mm-hmm. And as they're figuring out here some of their setup for rotation, we did want to let you know that there's a trivia question of the week. And
Does it involve math?
Nope, no math this
okay.
time.
Good.
I'm sure you're glad for that, Steve.
Relieved.
Who invented the game of volleyball, and what was it originally called? Now, don't be too quick. I know you're quite a man of factoids, but don't be too quick to answer. We're going to be answering this a little bit later on in the game. And please, viewers at home, Challenger Nation, MCDS? If you know that answer, please feel free to chat in on Facebook Live. We would love to see your cranium at work.
I am genuinely intrigued. I do not know the answer to that trivia question, and I am dying to find out. Quite honestly, I really am.
There you go. Nice serve over by MCDS. Received well by Quam, but yeah, she said that was my deal. My bad on that. It was a little bit too close to the net. Kramer couldn't quite get that dug out there, and or Sturm. MCDS back again for service. A net serve on that one for them. Nice valiant try there. 18-8. Mary Lyons, Merrill, number 17, coming out for Little Q. Killa fa Killa coming up to the net. And Maria File back for service line. Great big serve by File. Pushed over by MCDS, received by Rose. And ready, Claire Kramer with a hit over. MCDS wants it.
Ooh, good
dug
effort.
out by Maria. Here we go. Oh, and at that net. Oh. Need to work a little bit on that net action there.
A little confusion there between Caitlin and Claire.
Mm-hmm. But
Call it out, girls.
But great dig there by File in the back, as she does, as one of the state leaders, as Statly Steve has said. All right, nice serve over by MCDS. Dug well by Kramer and hit over by Kramer. Set up MCDS and pushed over. Kramer receiving. Set up by Sturm and at that net. Little Q pushing it over. Received well, and here we go. MCDS scrapping it together. And ALCS getting it. And Little Q, too much power on that one. 10-18 MCDS, number 2 for their team. Ella Whiffen. Nice serve over, received well by Kramer, set up by Sturm. And there was close to a kill, but received well. Oh, too many. I think that was 4 hits there. But man, Prairie Hawks were just like, we were at the net and we're going to answer that one.
There was no quit there. I think our girls were ready to do their celebration dance. MCDS was going after it.
That's right. Claire Kramer with the serve. Ooh, a nice setup by number 7. Oh, and a hit over here by Claire Kramer. Set up here by MCDS. And a hit at the net, but not quite. Quam, Rose, and Smith were at that front line saying, don't try. 20-10 Challengers. Kramer with a great serve, middle. Set up by MCDS, number 9 for MCDS, hitting it over. Rose a little short there with her hit. Point MCDS, 11-20. Number 1, Ella Winnie. The middle blocker, the serve. Nice, solid serve. Bethany Smith couldn't quite receive that one. It was a little too high.
Yeah, nice serve. Difficult one to handle.
Yep. Nice, again serve going to the other side. Maria File digging it. Claire Kramer and a tip over by a tip and then a kill by Little Killa. 21-12 Challengers. Abby Quam saying, "Yep, I am leading the state in kills for a reason."
Sounds
right
like
there.
a short-lived mini-series right there. A tip and then a kill.
Tip and kill. Abby Rose. Another tale of another Abby. Abby Rose of the service line. Great serve by Rose. Received by MCDS. Received by Rose. And over by Emily Quam. A good setup by MCDS and a pushover. Bethany Smith to receive over the File. And a small one over by Equam. They're going to call that either 2 hits or a carry on the equalizer. Point Prairie Hawks 13-21. That's not serve. No. I believe there's been a substitution here, and another one of the JV has come in. I believe, whoa, a good serve over there, a good hit over there. I believe that is, I believe that's Mary Gillette that has come in there for number 7 there for the Challengers. Timeout has been called by MCDS. It's not Sarah Moore, no, it's Mary Gillette. She just has a different uniform on. Okay, well, during this timeout, I think I better do it. I better pull the trigger right here, Steve. I bet you want to know who invented the game of volleyball and what it originally was called.
I do. I'm guessing it was a frustrated mother that hung some of her clothes on the clothesline and said, "You darn kids, stop bothering me. Here's a ball. Go have fun and leave me alone."
Wow,
But that's my guess.
That is such a great guess. It's wrong, but it's such a great guess.
Close though.
I will give you no prize on that one. And I believe nobody has answered on the Facebook Live because you guys are so tuned in to this competition. So I'm going to take you out of your misery after this next side out. Ooh.
Oh, you're leaving me hanging.
Isn't that great?
Even more, Jim.
There you go. Speaking of hanging, you're hanging with little Q here, number 8 on the serve line. Getting ready to serve up another one. Received well by MCDS, and a setup and a push over. Received by Kramer, set up by Smith, and a nice hit over by Emily Quam. Excellently done. 23-13 Challengers. Little Q back to service. Nice hit over by the Quammer. Received well by MCDS. Oh, and not quite. We're going to call that point Challengers. Out of bounds there by the Prairie Hawks. This is set point. Challenger Nation, 24-13. Oh, and a big jump serve here.
Oh.
Jump serve and an ace by
Wow.
Little Q. That is set point, 25-13. Second set has been won by Challenger Nation.
The Trailways Conference is now on notice. That was one heck of a jump serve. Wow. We have not seen that this year, I don't believe.
I don't believe we have. So, those at home, the Lady Challengers currently lead the Prairie Hawks 2-0, 2 sets to 0. I believe your top scorers for your Lady Challengers, Steve, what do we have here for top scorers?
Yeah, looking at the incredible stat sheet provided by our one and only Mason over here.
Mhm.
Best in the business, ladies and gentlemen.
Mayor Mason.
I think he's going to be providing the next update. So, but looks like looking at the stat line, we got little Q, our little killer, leading the way with attacks with 6, followed by her older sister Emily Quam with 4 kills. Mary Lyons, Merrill on the stat sheet with 3 kills. Nice job, Mary. Got Claire Kramer with 2 kills, and then Abby Rose and Bethany Smith with 1 apiece. In terms of blocks, we have Abby Quam and Mary Lyons with 1 apiece. Little Q leading the way with service aces with 3. Claire Kramer, our very own senior on senior day with 2 aces. Abby Rose with 1.
Excellent.
Nice job, ladies.
Yes. An excellent job there, Mr. Statsman. Thank you so much, Statley Steve, and your partner in crime, Mayor Mason.
You couldn't do it without those accurate stats. Thanks, Mason.
That's right. So at your halftime, we have a score of 2-0 again, ladies and gentlemen. And we will be back with your third set action after this brief break. In this break, we would like to have the Challengers Corner Spotlight. Challenger Athletics has been blessed with student athletes who enhance the program today and beyond. Today, we take time to recognize 2 players, Bethany Smith and Abby Quam. Bethany is a sophomore playing since 7th grade, and Abby is a freshman playing as a challenger since 4th grade. Bethany plans on working this summer and playing sand volleyball with her teammates. Abby will be playing sand volleyball as well, working on improving her vertical in the off-season. I don't know how that's possible, but here we go. Bethany wants to work on her serves and hitting areas of the court with accuracy. Bethany wants to give a shout-out to her parents, James and Rebecca, for supporting her in her volleyball career, and to Coach Becca and Coach Kelsey for making the team better. Abby would like to give a shout-out to Esther LKD for making every single home game this season. Your Challenger Corner spotlights, Bethany Smith and Abby Quam. Okay, here we go. Set number 3, Steve.
Let's do it. No, good showing by the Challengers so far. You know, at the last broadcast that we had, Jim, we were coming off of a 5-set loss. It was a heartbreaker. Mm-hmm. The next game after that, the girls were admittedly very tired, right? So we didn't see as much focus from that team. Team looks incredibly focused tonight. Mm-hmm. Lots of energy. Seen some new girls on the court that we've talked about. Mm-hmm. The 2 Marys coming up from the JV.
Yeah.
So great to see that. And also we're missing Emma Mankey and Anna Gary tonight. So
yes.
missing you two.
Yes.
Thinking of you.
Yes, if you're watching, shout out to you, ladies. Oh, and we can feel your prayers and your love with that hit right there. Challengers 1-0. Claire Kramer back to service line. Kramer with a great serve over. Received well by Prairie Hawks. Set up. And a great smack over. Received by Kramer. Set up by Smith. And sent over by number 1 there. I believe File is trading out for being a libero, and now she's coming an outside hitter here in the front.
Wardrobe change.
Claire Kramer with the setup. Received well by MCDS, and a pop over there. A little communication here by ALCS, but they receive it well. Maria is hitting it well. MCDS pushing it back over. Quam setting up to Kramer. To Little Q. Little Q with a kill.
This is kind of like when they let the left fielder pitch for a little bit. You know, it's like Christmas morning out there.
There
right?
you go.
Yeah.
A little change up. Kramer again with a nice serve. Received well, by MCDS, but out of bounds. Point Challengers, 4-0 currently.
Good start for the Challengers here. Fast start. Keep it going, Claire.
Here she goes, a nice, just wanted to get that tape serve, but a little too close to the edge. Service error there for Air Claire. MCDS back to service line. Number 9, Sophia Kim. Sophia Kim, great serve by her. Received well, and a hit over by Abby Klum. Tried to do a receive there, but just didn't quite have the right angle to make it a pass up to the front there. Maria File now in black shirt for number 1. No libero for her. Great serve over by File. And there's a nice send over by MCDS, but received well by Mary Gillette. Pushed back over. Here we go, and at the net, MCDS quite can't get it out of the net. Point Challengers, 6-1.
The foul driver looks pretty natural as an outside hitter, too. That's neat to see, Maria. Nice job.
Yes. Dual action. Maria with a great serve over. Received well. Oh, and Little Q says, no thanks, I'm going to tip that back your way. But MCDS pushes back over. Claire Kramer to Bethany. Wanted to get one of those cheeky boy hits, but not quite. 2-6. MCDS, number 25, Jillian Kurth. Outside hitter for a big hit. Received well by Mary Gillette. Set up by Kramer. And hit over. Hit over by Maria, but called out there.
It's interesting to see the what I would guess would be the internal dialogue of Maria there. She was so used to being the libero, but she's like, I can actually go up and smack this one.
Can I do it? Sure I can. while they're adjusting some things here in the service, we do want to let you know we have enjoyed some good volleyball tonight. And the Lady Challengers are playing their final home game of the regular season, but there is still more volleyball to be played. The Lady Challengers will take on Horicon on April 8th, and then Princeton Green Lake on April 9th. For more information, visit the Challengers social media page at facebook.com/ALCS Challenger Athletics. That was a good hit over there by ALCS. Little Q serving it up on this next one. Received by Kramer, set up by Smith, and a tip over by Emily Quam. Prairie Hawks couldn't quite make a plan out of that one. 8-3 Challengers.
Jim, you talked about we have Horicon and we have Princeton Green Lake coming up. Great opportunity for our girls to come back. We lost in straight sets to both of those teams, so it'll be an opportunity for us to show a little bit of improvement the next time out with both of those matches.
Agreed. Timeout called by MCDS. And I think I will take you out of your suspense now.
I've been waiting, Jim.
Okay.
I've been anxiously waiting.
So we were wondering who invented the game of volleyball and what it was originally called. You had a great guess, but so wrong. Of a turn of the century mother.
Oh, thanks for letting me down.
Wanting desperately have her laundry done properly. Yeah. But no, it was William Morgan, an instructor at the YMCA in Holyoke, Massachusetts. He invented the game in 1895 because basketball was too strenuous for older gym members, only 4 years older. The game was originally called Mintonette. Mintonette. And I believe the only 4 years older means volleyball was only 4 years older than basketball.
Sounds
Not
about right.
4-year-olds playing.
And I also realized I could not have been farther off on my guess.
That's okay. We'll allow you in the Mintonette club soon.
Wow. Well, that's fascinating.
Yes.
I've never heard the origin story of volleyball.
There you go. MCDS not quite able to catch that last one. Point Challengers. Abby throwing a lob over here, and MCDS wanting to get back into this game. A little too much power there by their outside hitter. 10-3, Little Q serving with no end in sight. And there's an ace for Little Killa. Number 8 is on some fire here. What does she have here for service aces?
Up to 4 service aces.
4 service aces.
Ooh,
craziness. Great serve, but received well by MCDS. Over it goes, but out of bounds. Point Challengers. 12-3. Abby Quam, I think she wants to aim to be a closer here.
I want to see that jump serve one more time.
Yeah. I think we all do, Steve. Here she goes. Nope. No dice this time, and on the line it is, so we're out of the line it is, so point MCDS. Yep, so they've now figured out it's number 2, Ella Whiffen, to the service line. 4-12 for the Prairie Hawks. Great serve over by her, received well by Bethany Smith. Oh, and Claire Kramer couldn't quite do it at the net. 2 hits called on Challengers. Whiffen again back to service line. Ooh, and a little short there by Whiffen. Nice try on her part. 13-5. And I believe this is Annika Zarkruski, who is coming in for Bethany Smith at the service line. Ooh, a little short there in the JV Anna's first.
Yeah, it's all right.
First go as varsity.
Yeah, great to see him getting some experience, though. That's great.
Yes. So yes, Becca Mass coming out with some surprises here, changing up the lineup, bringing some JV players up to play varsity.
Wardrobe changes from our libero.
What can we expect next? What a surprise. A short serve by MCDS there. Point Challengers, 14-6. Equalizer back to the service line. Nice solid stinger here. We're calling that add to the ace pile here, Steve.
Yeah, there was a couple of girls that just threw their hands up in the air, and that would have been what I would have reacted to that serve by doing too, Jim.
I think so.
I don't know. I don't know.
Here comes another missile. This one received by MCDS. Set up and a pop over. Received by Abby Quam. Set up by Annika. Over to Claire Kramer. Received by MCDS. Pushed back over. Dog roll by Abby Quam for a hit over for point. Oh, but it was
Sail wide. Sail wide.
Sail wide. I'm glad you're here to see these things.
Oh, it was such a great effort, though.
Caught
Boy,
up in
laying
the
out.
moment. Yeah, it was a great layout by Little Q. 7-15, 7-16 now. Point Challengers. A little short there by MCDS on that serve. We're doing a change out here. Mary Gillette for Mary Lyons, Merrill as they call her. And they call Mary Gillette Marriage. So creative, huh?
Is that confirmed or
Yeah,
not?
it is confirmed.
Okay.
I'm not sure I'm keeping it. Oh, a good hit, a good knock there by Anna Zarkruski. Claire Kramer with a hit over. Nice job.
There's so many nicknames at this time, Jim. I can't keep up anymore.
Actually, I'm going to call her Razor. You know, Gillette. Mary Gillette. Here comes Razor serve here by Mary. Oh! Claire Kramer said, "Let me help you over, friend." Although it's not allowed technically in volleyball, so we're going to call that point MCDS. 8-17.
It should be allowed.
I think that would be volleyball. Nice receive there by Mary Gillette, something that she excels at. And speaking of excelling, acceleration by Little Q.
That is how you get to be number one in the conference in kills.
18-8.
Accurate, powerful hits like that. Nicely done, Abby.
Agreed. Annika Zarkruski coming back out. Bethany Smith, cheeky boy, going back in the middle. Nice serve by Kramer. Received well by MCDS. Push back over. Kramer receiving. Set up by Smith. And a small bump over by Little Killer. And there she is. 19-8 for that point for Challengers. That was one of the simpler hits that kills that we've seen her do. Oh, a little bit of a touch there by Challengers. Oh, and tried Maria File on the file driver, but got the net instead. MCDS 9-19 coming in here. Number 12, Kira Mayer for the service line for the Prairie Hawks. Let's serve here. So we could get Prairie Hawks in there. A little bit of a transition. Subbing out. Well, Claire did such a great job on serving. We would like to take a moment to say congratulations and thank you to our senior, Claire Kramer. Thank you for your commitment and leadership here with the Lady Challengers. You will be missed, but great things await ahead. Congratulations, Air Claire. And there she is, Little Q, Little Killa.
Great swing by Abby. You know, back to Claire, though, you know, we don't probably talk as much as we should about how versatile of a player that she is.
Mm-hmm.
A great passer, always an accurate server. But even her attacks, you know, too, she's right up there on the team in her attacks. So definitely would not have the team that we have without Claire, for sure.
Agreed. 29 Challengers in the lead. Maria File with a nice serve into the middle. MCDS pushing it back over. Set up by Kramer to Smith. Over to Quam. Received well by MCDS. And a hit over by the Prairie Hawks, and they got that one at the net.
Nice play.
10-20 MCDS.
There's a lot to work with on this MCDS team, though. You see a lot of talented girls playing tonight.
Yes. Ooh, a small push over there by MCDS, but Emily Quam wanted that, and there it goes. It was hard for MCDS to get their legs about them to get a solid pass there. 21-20. Challengers, little Q back to the service line. See if she can catch up with big sister on the aces. Received, and a scrappy play, a quick play by MCDS. Bethany
Nice
Smith,
play.
Cheeky Boy with a big hit. Received by MCDS, sent back over. Dug there by Little Q. Pushed over by Equalizer. Sent back over. Bethany Smith with the dig. And a hit over for the kill by the Equalizer. 22-10 Challengers.
Great placement by EQ there, though. Just a solid hit, off balance, and still gets an accurate hit right in the middle of the court.
That's pretty amazing to do that.
Those are the ones that I go off balance in my kitchen. I'm down, man. I just clearly she's a little more athletic than I am, but nice job,
I
Emily.
think so. Oh, Little Q wanted that tape serve, not quite. Back to MCDS, 11-22. Number 2, Ella Whiffen for the serve. Nice deep serve over, received by Abigail. Set up by Kramer, and Mary Lyons sending it sailing back in the back row. Here we go, pushed over by MCDS, set up by Merrill to Cheeky Boy with a cheeky shot. There it is. And Bethany says,
cheeky about that.
Bethany says, I want to share the wealth. Annika, you go in for me. Annika Zarkruski going, but first we're calling a timeout here by MCDS. So, Steve, I think we should probably get a couple more stats here. I'm going to turn this over to our main man, Mayor Mason, for some of the stats that are coming up here. Mason, what do we have?
Mayor of Stat City.
Yeah, so for kills, leading we have Abby Quam with 12 kills. And following up behind her, we have her sister, Emily Quam, with 8. Then we have Mary Lyons with 3, and also Claire Kramer with 3. Abby Rose with 1. Also, Bethany Smith has 2 blocks. 2 kills, Sorry about that.
That's quite all right. We'll forgive you. You know, it's early in your career.
Nice job, Mason.
Anna Zarkruski back to service line. Nice by Crew, sending it in the middle. Received by MCDS, and a block by Mary Lyons at the net. A push over. Emily Quam sending it over to Annika. Annika sending it to Quam. Received by MCDS. 9 sending it back over to be received by AQ. And Mary Lyons wanting that hit, putting it back over into MCDS land. Maria File sending it to Annika. And nice by Kramer. Received, good volleys here by all. Set up by Annika. And a great hit by Emily Klum. Set point, 24-11. Annika Zarkruski, I think we're calling her Crew for lack of something better.
I'm on her crew because that was a great hit, but that was a really wonderful pass.
Yes, and here we go with a nice serve. Great sailing serve by Crew. Received well by MCDS, a push over. Maria File digging it out. Over to Zakruski. And at the net. File couldn't quite get that File driver. MCDS hanging on by the teeth. 12-24.
They tried the fake out play. I'm not sure what we would call that, where all girls go leaping and swinging at the same time.
Yeah.
We saw that in their last match.
Yes, against Faith Christian. Yep.
That's the closer maneuver. It did not work there, though.
No, not this time. We have number 19, Florentina Hernandez. giving a little bit of a let serve there. He's getting herself up. And almost on that. That is game point, ladies and gentlemen. 25-12 in the third set. 3-0. Challengers have won tonight against the Prairie Hawks. Congratulations, Abundant Life, St. Ambrose Lady Challengers, for tonight's victory. And Steve, you have to tip your hat again to MCDS, the Prairie Hawks, coming out here as they have done. Their visiting bench is giving them just a great standing ovation for them coming out to play amidst the mourning that they're doing for their teammate, Cameron Thomas, number 24.
Yeah, just, words, there aren't words, for a situation like that. There really are not. Again, we hold Madison Country Day community in our prayers. Certainly we're with you, but no words for what they're dealing with and grieving through this. But it was good for us to be together in community tonight, and just a ton of courage and strength from that team to come and compete tonight.
Agreed. So, those at home, please stick around for us for post-game interviews from player of the game, senior Claire Kramer, and head coach Becca Mast.
Some shenanigans going on the team side here.
And our wonderful officials there, Mr. Brad and Mr. Greg, doing a great job here tonight.
There's something very secretive going on the Challenger sidelines here.
I windy what it is.
It is not a Gatorade bath, I know that.
No. It smells good, so I know that much. I see Mayor Mason wanting to tap me here with a little more stats here. So here you go, Mayor. Give us a
Mayor's
run.
office.
Yeah, so just finishing off those stats that I was listing off earlier. For blocks, Abby Quam had a block, and also Mary Lyons had a block. With aces, Emily Quam got 1 ace, and Abby Quam got 4 aces, which is pretty good. Abby Rose got an ace, and Claire Kramer got 2 aces.
Thank you, Mayor. And that is excellent to hear, especially Claire Kramer getting a couple aces into her record book there on her senior night. Excellent to do. And Steve, I believe there must be something up their sleeve for Claire Kramer. I'm guessing that's what it is.
That would be a pretty good guess. Probably a better guess than the one I provided.
I see some flowers. I see some pictures. I see
not a Gatorade
basket of some sort. They're doing. Oh, actually, hold on. I think it is something a little different than that. Potentially, we'll see that's happening here. Something amazing, I'm sure. So as they're doing this wonderful thing, Challenger Nation and those who are watching abroad, we just wanted to thank you so much for your support during these broadcasts. We've just had some wonderful responses. I hope you've enjoyed this as much as we have. It's just been a phenomenal opportunity to support these ladies in the work that they've done this year.
I agree, Jim. It's been an absolute treat to watch this team grow and develop. And I think we're going to pause here. It looks like a little bit of recognition for Claire.
So the picture's gone, like it's not.
Mason, could you get 2 chairs?
What?
Can you get that chair around here for the interview?
Is here good?
Yeah. We'll get you in just a second. We just gotta get the camera here.
Ooh, microphone and everything.
Oh, yeah.
The highest professional quality here, Claire.
That's right.
Want me to turn more? Is that good?
Ooh, we get your senior picture.
Oh.
So that's the background. Well, Challenger Nation, thank you for hanging with us. We're going to have a interview here with player of the game, senior Claire Kramer. And without further ado, welcome back to our broadcast, Jim Smith and Statly Steve Sturm here. And we have Claire Kramer, senior setter for the Lady Challengers. Claire, welcome
Thank
to
you.
the broadcast. There's some pretty amazing things happening out there tonight. Could you walk us through just a couple things, like your preparation for the process of this game?
Like throughout 4 years, throughout the past few weeks, or
Hey, this is your night.
Oh.
You are a senior, so you can judge what you would like to do. Give us a slice of what your perspective over the long haul has been, or what
well-
you see has been a highlight, things that you've learned now that you're at the end of this journey, as opposed to the start.
Yeah, I think as a senior, the thing that I've learned to do throughout my 4 years is just to pick yourself up and pick your team up after a mistake. Like, you make one mistake and you don't have to get down on yourself, you don't have to get down on others. And this team, especially this year, has done a really great job of picking themselves up after they make a mistake, not letting it affect them, so we don't tend to dig ourselves those holes that we've liked to dig the past few years, and
Yes.
then come out of them. We've stayed pretty consistent the entire season, which has been super fun.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yes. Steve?
Yeah, congrats, Claire. I mean, we've had the privilege of watching you play for 4 years. You're just an incredible young woman. You exude leadership in all that you do, so it's been an absolute privilege.
Thank you.
When you look back at your time playing volleyball, what are some of the things that you'll take with you, from here on out? What are some of the memories or some of the lessons that you've learned from your career playing volleyball?
Yeah, lessons, just the hard work, and that you put hard work into anything, and you'll do well. I'd never set before I came to St. Ambrose. And freshman year, she's like, "You want to set?" I said, "Sure." And so I practiced. I would be at home setting the ball to myself and just working at it because I wanted to do my best for the team. Then favorite memory would probably be last year's homecoming game where we won against Palmyra 16-14 in the 5th set, and all the fans stormed the court. It's been a little sad not having anyone in the stands this year. But yeah, it's still been a great season.
Yeah. So, Claire, coming up on these next few games and going in the regionals, what's your headspace? What are you thinking as the captain of this team of how to lead these ladies?
Yeah, honestly, I was hoping we'd have more practices this week to kind of get in that mindset and work on a few things before our game, but unfortunately we have 2 games Thursday and Friday, so we only have tomorrow to practice, but my plan is just we get right down to it on Wednesday, and we work hard to play either Poinette or Heights in our second regional game on Saturday, and that's the game I'm looking forward to, most focused on right now.
Yes. And if that happens to go well, are you planning out sectional wise?
I have no idea where we'll be. If we win on Saturday, I don't know who our pool would be for sectionals. I do know that we would get a lovely banner to go up there that we haven't got in 15 years, so that would be pretty cool.
Yes.
And we get to host on Saturday for our regional game, which hasn't happened in a while, so
Yes.
that's super fun.
Quite amazing. And also quite amazing, Steve was sharing with me a little earlier, there are some amazing things that are happening this year as far as the team and how they are situated within some of the stats within the state.
yeah, we were just talking about how well I think you girls are doing just across the board. I mean, sometimes you can't always look at the wins and losses, but I think we would all agree that you guys have just been so exciting to watch. And it's just such a talented team. And, we talked about, regionals coming up, we talk about sectionals coming up, but as a senior, right, you're the only senior on this team. You got a lot of young girls that are on this team. What's the message that you have for them going into this rest of this week as a senior leader?
Yeah, just to always work hard and always put 100% in, leave it all out on the court. Like, even we've been working on this in practice too. Like, even if you don't think you can get to a ball, you sprint after it and you hit the floor. and you'll get there most of the time, and someone will follow and you'll get it back over. And just to be scrappy, because the past few years we haven't had the most height on our team. This year we do have a little bit more height, but scrappy has just been our way to play and just giving 110% every time. So I'm excited to see them the next few years. They're going to be great.
Excellent.
Awesome.
And if nothing else, the amazing play that I saw, even though it didn't amount to a point, Claire Kramer going flat out for the dig, and then having to turn back around, get up on her knees, and get the second one that came back over. That was worth the price of admission right there.
Phenomenal.
Thank you.
That was very good.
Those are the things you can't do at 42. It was incredible to see you do that. That was awesome. Yep.
So, Claire, thank you so much for your time that you've taken here to talk with us and to share with Challenger Nation and those abroad. Just what is going into the mindset of a captain, especially during these crucial games that are upcoming?
Yeah, just to stay consistent, stay constant, stay level-headed, because I know we can get panicky when we get down, but just to take a deep breath, and realize that if we play our game, we will do well.
Yes, excellent. Well, Claire, thank you so much again for chatting with us and those at home. And we wish you well in your upcoming games, regionals, sectionals, and who knows?
Let's say congrats on a great career, but let's keep it going a little bit longer.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll now invite Coach Becca Mass. But before we do that, Steve, I would be very remiss if I did not stop ribbing you about the swag that you do not have. I am representing tonight, but you know what? I've thought of you, my brother, and I think it's time. It's time to don the Challenger swag. Steve-O, 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 Steve-O. See, they were cheering for you. Or at least that's what I'm playing at. He's responding.
Jim, first off, I'm so happy to have this shirt because this may relieve some of that pressure that you've been providing on me. Second of all,
I wanted
don't
to
think
bless
that
you.
they were cheering for me, but it's great to see the energy. And third, I am actually genuinely happy to be wearing the swag. So
Oh, good.
Thank you, my friend and partner. That's
You are welcome.
Very kind of you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
All right.
Well, Challenger Nation, we're not sure what craziness are going on the court. However, we want to share about what awesome solidness was happening to the side of the court. Welcome, Coach Becca Mast, to our broadcast.
They're singing happy birthday to Abby.
Happy birthday to the 16-year-old there. Awesome job. The middle blocker there did some good blocking as well as some serves.
Mm-hmm.
Coach, you had shared with me earlier this afternoon that you were going to change up a couple things in the lineup, and you certainly did.
We did.
Could you take us through a little bit of that?
Well, we are missing Anna and Emma, and so we had to get a little creative. And so Abby was willing to move and play outside for us.
Okay.
And then Mary, who's been playing JV all year, stepped up to play middle for Varsity for us. And then we thought, let's give some of the other JV players a little bit of chance to, see what it was like on Varsity. So Annika stepped in and did great, and Mary stepped in and did really, really great. So it was fun.
Yeah.
Fun to mix it up. And Maria, who usually only plays in the back row, got to play in the front row as well, which is something she's wanted to do all year. So
Yes, Steve was commenting about that.
mhm.
Yeah, just a couple comments, Coach. It was so great to see the younger players get a chance. It's always so refreshing to see that. There was a really, I thought, kind of a funny moment where Maria, ball coming down to her, and I was joking with Jim. I said if we could have got her internal dialogue there. She was ready to bump, and then it was like something clicked, and she's like, I don't have to do that. I can whack away at this thing. And just boom, and she pounded it over.
It's a hard thing to change that mentality a little bit.
Yeah,
so.
it was great. Great to see that.
Yes.
You know, the last broadcast we had at home, girls were tired. If you remember, we were coming off of just a super exciting 5-set match the night before. Great. But the girls were a bit tired. When we talked with you, you said this is an opportunity for us to have a little bit of a break, to regroup, to refocus. You're on a 3-game win streak right now, and we've seen, I think, a lot more energy and a bit more focus and sharpness from the team. So what's your observations as a coach, right? Kind of coming out of a really tough stretch, and now you've seen the girls, start to play a little bit more sharply. What would you attribute that to?
Well, I think, honestly, spring break helped. They all got a little time to relax, and we had a couple really, really chill, fun practices. We're kind of at the point now in the season where they know what they're supposed to do, and it's just a matter of kind of sharpening some of those edges, but they also need to still have fun and not take it too seriously, not put too much pressure on it. And we've got another big stretch coming up here, and so I think lightening the load of practice a little bit and just kind of keeping it light and fun and while still working hard is going to be the key for moving up until Saturday.
Take us into your mindset for Saturday, Coach. You're the number 1 seed, and as Claire had mentioned, first time in a long time that the play will be here, home court advantage. And you're starting off playing MCDS, who you just played tonight.
Yep.
Take us through a little bit of what your thoughts are and plans are for the team.
Once we get to Saturday, not that every game doesn't normally matter, but this is do or die. You lose or you're done, and they're not ready to be done yet. And so, we're taking MCDS seriously. They have massively improved, since we played them at the beginning of the season. And hats off to them for playing tonight.
Yes,
they're an amazing team. So we're thinking, MCDS first. We're not going to take it lightly. We're going to play the best that we can, and then we'll see. Hopefully, if we win, we'll see if we play Poinette or Heights, and again take it very, very seriously.
And do you feel like you'll be sticking with your main lineup, or will you be mixing it up as well if there are still players out?
Emma and Anna still won't be here on Saturday, so we're going to do what we did in the first set here.
Okay. Not to give away a game plan.
Right. I have more secrets.
I just wanted to see, Coach, you had some beautiful words for Claire, our sole senior, and she's, just had an incredible interview, and you can tell how such a wonderful young woman she is, and her leadership, capabilities just kind of just flows from her. So what would you say about what you've seen, over her career over 4 years and what you've observed leading up until now?
She's great. I love her dearly, and we are going to miss her. She's always been a leader on the team, and sometimes vocally, but not always, but certainly in her play and her hustle and her intensity and just the way she plays, inspires others to elevate how they play as well. And she's been a joy to have on our team for sure.
That's great. That's awesome.
Well, Coach, thank you so much for taking time to talk with us as well as those at home.
Yes, thank you guys.
We wish you well on these next couple of games against away games against Horicon and Princeton Green Lake. And then we will, Challenger Nation and those abroad, Regionals coming up this Saturday, 1 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. Try the call, get tickets, scalp, do whatever you can, because
they're going on our prize.
because this is going to be an amazing set of games. But Coach, thank you so much for your time.
Congrats, Coach.
Thank you guys.
Forward to this week. Take care.
Yes.
Go Challengers.
Well, there you have it, Challenger Nation. Thank you for watching and for your support of Challenger Athletics. For Becca Mast, the Lady Challengers, and the broadcasting team of Statly Steve Sturm, Mayor Mason, Coach Vaughn, Coach Video Vaughn, this is Jim Smith saying farewell and good night. This has been a broadcast of Abundant Life Christian School Athletics. Good night. Jim Smith saying peas and carrots, 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 peas and carrots. Really? Yeah. Peas and carrots, peas and carrots. Yes!